Welcome to another Adobe Flash video tutorial. During this session, we are going to animate moving from scene 1 to scene 2. So first thing we got to do is actually bring to view a couple of our different windows or different panels onto our screen here. So I'm going to come over to our window and I'm going to make a couple of different selections that you're going to want to do as well. Let me go ahead and click on window, and then we want actions. That's one of them. If you do not already have your scene that we pulled up earlier, make sure that you do go back in and select other panels and then go to scene. So you do also want that one. Once you have your actions panel open, you're also going to want to click on the little icon. If you hover over it, you'll see that it turns into like a little button. You're going to want to click on the one that says Code Snippets. You click on that, it'll pop open another window as well. What we want to do is to be able to move between scene 1 and scene 2 so that when people, for example, click on your button here, which is the power button, it would actually take you to scene 2, which is the actual player. And in order to create that, so you have to be on scene 1. You are layer 1 and we only have one layer. And make sure that you select your button. You can see that this is selected because it has a blue bounding box around it. You can see here there's a blue bounding box. That's how you know that item is currently selected. Now that you have it selected, now this is where we want to actually come into the code snippet once again. And you see you have different options here, and you've got things like animation where you can rotate, move it up, move it down, etc. You've got timeline navigation. You're going to have a lot of different options here. What you're looking for is timeline navigation. And then from there, you're going to say when somebody clicks on this item, you're going to go to next scene and play. So that's the one that you're looking for. So it says your selection must be converted to a movie clip in order to apply a code, which Flash will do that conversion for you. So you can see, you just click OK there, and you can see it dropped in the code that's needed to be able to create this particular action. Okay, so you can see that right here. Now we're ready to go ahead and take a look at this particular motion. So we're going to come up to the control, and we're going to say test movie and then test again. And then from there, we'll be able to see the animation going from one over to the next, just like you saw here in this example. Now, it's moving pretty quickly because we set each of our scenes to be available for 30 frames per second, and that's why it's moving that quickly. Now, if you wanted it to actually last longer than the 30 frames per second, you could actually adjust this here to a lot longer, so you could do 60 seconds or whatever. But really, the idea is that when people actually hit this button, it would be able to move them. So that should happen as instantly as they click that button.